Oh, my spine, my bones. Hi, tubies. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. Okay? What were we going to talk about today? Oh, I wanted to talk about modern witchcraft. What is modern witchcraft? I hear this everywhere. Okay, I hear it all over TikTok. What is modern witchcraft? Does anybody know? I just pulled a random incense out of nowhere, but okay. This is why I'm a real witch, bitches. Because I'm pulling fucking incense out of nowhere. You're like, that's not how this works. Whatever. I need to burn this piece of paper, but I need the ashes. You're like, what's on the piece of paper? A request. Okay, well, you're not going to catch properly. Can you just turn into a pile of ashes? You know, some people tell you, or will tell you, that if your petition won't stay lit on fire, that the gods, or whatever it is that you're working with, is not going to answer it. I don't believe that. I believe that some people, like myself, fold their petitions in such a way where it just doesn't want to catch on fire properly. So we're going to burn this down to ashes because I need the ashes more than I need the actual petition part. Oh my god. Give me a minute, tubies. Okay, so we're back, and I managed to burn this down to ashes because I don't know how to fold shit properly. But like I said, we just need the ashes out of this. We just need the ashes. Do I have a mortar and pestle here? The one time I don't have a mortar. Oh, I do. You're like, oh my god. What's going on the witchy show? Don't ask questions, because I don't even know. I wonder if I'll be able to wash that bowl after. Have you guys ever burned a petition inside of like a cereal bowl and then you realize that you can never use the cereal bowl ever again because the cereal bowl is now haunted? You're like, that's not a thing. These are facts. It's not a thing. But it is now. You're like, we were talking about modern witchcraft. Thank you for reminding me, tubies. Anyways. Modern witchcraft to me is this form of witchcraft that is simple. And there is nothing wrong with simple because we live busy lives. But I feel like you can only simplify the craft oh so much. Right? Like if you look at, say, the Blue Book for Wicca, and then you look at something like a Scott Cunningham book, the Scott Cunningham book is 50 times more simple and simplified than the Buckland's Blue Book that people use. Now, we need to put some oil on this. Gotta put some oil on a candle. And that is my only... well, not really a complaint, I guess, question. Like, obviously, we don't need a complicated craft. I've said that before. Your craft doesn't need to be complicated. It can be very, very simple. What I'm doing is very, very simple. But at the same time, it just feels like the roots of what made witchcraft is missing in modern day era because, as pointed out in previous live shows and so on and so forth, it just seems like the quote-unquote original way of how people would practice witchcraft is outdated and old. I mean, have you never seen shows like Salem or Vikings or, you know, historical fictional TV drama type things, like things that are based off of historical events but are completely fiction? Like Salem's a really good example, right? All the witches at Salem, I really don't think they were actually worshiping the devil, but you never know. You never know. But right, like, the craft in there is, like, simple. It's old school, it's using what you have on hands, and it's simple. And modern day witchcraft can also be very simple, and is, to the same extent, very simple. Yeah, that's right. Heed my petition. Smothered upon this candle. Bitch. We will be fine, motherfuckers. dreams. You're like, what is happening? Don't ask questions. Far too many questions are being asked at this moment, and you cannot ask many questions. Anywho. Oh, I have dead people ashes on my fingers. You're like, really? No. It's paper ashes, yo. We need you. Where did that incense go that I threw? Maybe we shouldn't burn you on the plate. Just sounds like something we shouldn't do. Are you gonna catch? There you go. Right? Okay, anywho. Modern witchcraft today is also very simple, but it feels to me like it doesn't have the roots. It's missing the roots of what witchcraft is, which is that earth magic, getting your hands dirty and just pulling some weeds out of your backyard and, like, I don't know, weaving them into a puppet to curse the stupid bitch who lives down the street, right? Like, your first thought in that particular example is, I need to go to Amazon to buy a puppet, or I need to go to this witch's store to buy an oil for the puppet, or I need to go here to buy candles, I need to go there to buy incense. When I just gave you the most perfect example, you could literally just go to your backyard and take a bunch of weeds and form them into a puppet and rip the head off with the intention of the curse for the neighbor down the street, right? Like, that's the simplicity that has the roots, in my opinion, of witchcraft that I feel like modern day witchcraft is completely lacking. Modern day witchcraft is just buy these tools, arrange them this way, and all of your hopes and dreams will come true. And I feel like that's just surface level, where you're missing out on the whole point. You're missing out on the connection with the gods and the goddesses, or whatever it is that you work with. You're missing out on the connection with Earth, right? Anywho, tubies. I'm gonna go. Love your faces.